Hey, hey, party fire pit people, Montana fire pits. In this video, guys, I'm gonna give you a basic propane line anatomy setup. Disclaimer, not a plumber. Consult with your local licensed plumber for all connections and to make this thing work. Here you go. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the big picture. This is like the demo view, right? Okay? Have it all pulled apart. First, we're gonna start. This is a 12-foot 3/8 propane hose. I picked it up from the hardware store. Let's start way back at the tank, okay? The tank is here. You all recognize that from your gas grill. That's the quick. This thing is a little gimmicky deal that I got. It just indicates the level of the propane. That's optional. Typically, you can go straight from this directly into the regulator. Here's a standard regulator. Regulators, guys, are all sizes. You want to make sure, based on the size of your burner, that's 160,000 BTU, that the regulator is rated high enough to push that. Okay, so quick connect, tank, regulator. Look, I have written on there 1/4 inch. That's a 1/4 in, straight fitting, so you're gonna dope that. 3/8 out, right? 3/8, there's the vent. I have a 3/8 nipple, and I have a 3/8 shutoff valve in line. Then I'm gonna go a 3/8 nipple again to a quick, there's a 3/8 quick connect, right? And the quick connect goes on here. Now, why would you want a quick connect? In case you want to swap out the tank quickly. Then you follow that hose all the way up. It's a 3/8 hose. Then you have a 3/8 fitting. Look, flared fitting. Flared fittings require no pipe dope. You don't want to dope those. Straight fittings, you want to dope it up. 3/8 to a reducer into a 1/2 inch valve, into a 1/2 inch black nipple, into the underside of the Crossfire burner. And now what I'm going to do is assemble it all. Just pretend. When you come back, it's going to be all assembled, and I'm going to fire this thing up. Okay, guys, so here is the hookup that I just did. Now, it doesn't need to get this complicated. There's a lot of fittings in here. You could go straight from this nut to the regulator to the hose. I've included a couple of things in there just to give you the idea. But there's our gas gauge. We're full. Regulator down to a valve that's open, right? That's closed. Inline is open. There's the quick connect. You follow the hose all the way up, and we have a 3/8 flared fitting. We have another valve here. Listen. Right? That's propane. There you go, guys. All I did was crack that valve. See? It's not even open all the way. Show some. You want to just barely open it to light it up. And you see? Not open all the way. Let's just crank it and see what happens. There you go, guys. That's a flame. This is the 160,000 BTU H style. You can see what it does. It creates a very tall, awesome, beautiful flame. There you go. That flame right now is probably 18 inches. Guys, one thing in particular I wanted to mention, because this is a demo unit, I'm missing the key valve and the flex line, okay? So that inline, that 3/8 propane is going straight into that 1/4 turn valve. In the case of what you order, you're going to get a key valve that sticks out the side of your fire pit. So that 3/8 is going to increase into a 1/2 inch key valve, which is effectively the same. It's going to go into a 1/2 inch female, right? And let me show you that. Typically what's going to happen is you're going to have this key valve, right, out the side of your fire pit, right? And we'll just use that for an example. This is a 3/4, but you're going to have that line in. There's your key valve. And then you're going to have a flex line going from here up to the bottom of that, eliminating this valve, because that valve gets replaced with the key valve in the side. So there you go. So here, guys, is another slightly simplified version of the same thing. You can see we're just going right from the quick connect to a high capacity regulator into a 3/8 shut off, 3/8 hose, all the way up. Again, key valve is missing, but we've replaced it right here, which serves exactly the same function. You can see that gas is barely open. So, thank you in advance. Thank you as usual. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, comment, share. You guys know the drill. If you find these videos helpful, tell your friends. Let's get these fires burning. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.